Jess the dog. Burrito, briefly. Jess the potato dog. Or, as I would call you a lot, despite being in your senior years, Puppy. You came to us at a rather unique time, at the peak of lockdowns from COVID, and it still baffles my mind that such a wonderful soul would end up in a dog rescue. Our first meeting with you was like a weird blind date. Locked in a room with us, you didn't ignore us. You said hello and expressed tolerance to us. You did growl when we got near your face, but that's okay. I respect boundaries. Hollyhead lovingly called you Fat Jess. Endearingly, of course, but you clearly had led a leisurely life, even if it was one where you weren't the top priority always. You just needed a family where you could see out your retirement. You let us be that family. I don't think you were intending the role you ended up taking on, however. But now I could admit, lockdowns had not treated me well. Working from home, not being allowed to socialise, combined with living in a basement with no real natural light or windows, could have easily broken me. But you quickly bonded with me and decided you would be that vital connection I needed to get through my day. Heck, even after letting Adam feed you when he got up in the morning, you quickly developed a new routine where, with me, you'd stay in bed until I woke up. Then you'd get super hyper like a puppy. You would bounce off and on the bed like you were in your early years of life. And talk to me, always looking at me from the living room into the bedroom, howling and woofing at me directly. It's like you're saying, come on, it's time to get up and feed me. And I would talk back to you and explain I'm putting on my socks, but you would chat back so often. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that every single morning we've been together. But you did. And I can honestly say there would have been mornings where I wouldn't have gotten up to face the world if you hadn't cheered me on so passionately. Even if at the end your jumps were more laboured, and I could see your age through your act, you still did that routine for me. Thank you, Jess. And let's be honest, you had your own little performances for Adam. Like when he wasn't working, you'd always know, and you would get very excited and start nagging him to go out because you knew how much your walks together meant for him. I know you enjoy my walks with you too, but your walks with Adam was something special. You couldn't hide how important that time was to you both. And your snoring, my goodness, you snored very well. It's funny how when you would stay at dog sitters, if we had to travel, the night that you weren't there would be so quiet. Your snoring was like a white noise machine for me. And actually talking of sleep, thank you for always going to bed with me. If our song and dance routine in the morning was one thing, our ability to almost without fail go to bed at the same time was also a very appreciated trick of yours. The amount of times I'd stand at the door, waiting for you to do your business at night, if we both snuck in past our bedtime. I don't think you ever let me go to bed on my own. Ever. And if I woke up at night and went to the other room, you weren't far behind. Thank you for that companionship, Jess. And that companionship was two ways. I hope you know that. I think you do. I remember one night you went to your dog bed in the hallway and you were just shaking. You had an upset stomach. And I laid with you on the wood flooring by your bed, just held my arm around you. We both waited until it was all out of your system. I remember while you were being sick, me just gently saying, "It's okay, you're a good girl." In fact, there are many times you hurt yourself or had felt unwell, You always let me comfort you or help you. In fact, I don't know when it changed from our first meeting, but you became very comfortable with our heads touching and being close. When we first met, you growled. Now, you just accept it. Very happy you trusted us in that small amount of time. With all those things you've done for us, Jess, I'm sorry. I don't truly know how long you've been uncle, but I'm sure both me and you can work it out if we reflected on our time and look back. I realised you would just be going and going for me and Adam. You wouldn't give up on us. You would never stop doing what you felt you had to do to serve your role in this relationship. You would continue to put us before yourself no matter how hard that got for you. So please understand that I did the best thing, though it was so hard, to monitor you and make the tough call that your job was getting too hard to do. I wasn't going to let you silently struggle on to please us until the point you were physically unable to do so anymore. You've accomplished what you need to do. You weren't going to give up on us until I gave you permission to rest. And now I know you are resting, it hurts. And it's mad that we've only been together for 3 years. Why does that feel like a lifetime? There's no way the photos, the stories, the laughs, the tears that we shared happened in such a short period of time. If we did all that together in such a short time, then my goodness, what an impact you must have had in your first decade on this planet. I really wish you could tell me about those days, Jess. What you got up to as a puppy, what you used to do with your brother, whether you sometimes thought about your previous family. They may not have been able to say to you in person, but I know you blessed their lives. I'm just jealous they got to share more time with you. But it's not a contest, and I should be thankful for the time we did have. Jess, you are a wonderful, clever, well-behaved, loving, snoring, funny, hungry girl who changed our lives. You know, Adam teases me sometimes, because once I looked at you sleeping, and I said to him, "Do you believe she's a living thing?" But even though you're not physically here right now, I still stand by that. Because no matter where you are, Jess, in my heart, you will always be that living thing, looking after me. Goodbye, puppy. Let's go.